welcome back to A Game of Fangs and Thorns. I'm your host Hannah, and in this episode we are going to be doing part 2 of Bookoplathon 2022. Now, I did roll 5 or 6 last time, I think. 6. I rolled 5 and got a double, so I'm going to roll 5 again for this round. Well, this half of the month, and it is the 19th. So I have like about a week and a half to finish this. So I have my bullet journal, which has my Bookoplathy board. My magnetic bookmark is my counter. I have 2 die this time, and I also have my TBR jar, which has all of the books I've bought, and then I have a prompt jar as well, so they will be my community shelf and my chance pick. So, like I mentioned, I'm going to roll 5, any doubles I roll again, and I think by now you guys know how Monopoly / Bookoplathy, still can't say it, but the game Bookoplathy works. So I'm just going to stop talking and dive right in. I am filming this on my phone, so apologies for any dodgy / shaky camera angles. So, roll 1 is 12, and it's a double. It would be. So, we've left on most recent purchase. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and that is dice roll roulette. Okay, so roll 1 of this round was the new game dice roll roulette. So I have the chart here, and basically I roll the 2 die. Each dot represents 50 pages. So if I roll a 2, I have to find a book with less than 124 pages. 3, if I roll 3, it's 125 to 174. You get the idea. So hopefully the die are nice. And it's a 5, which means I'm reading a book between 225 pages and 274. Okay, so for dice roll roulette, I had to pick a book between 225 and 274 pages, which is very hard. But in the end, I went for Louisiana Longshot by Jana De Leon. It's a Kindle book, so I'll probably have the picture up here somewhere. All I know about this one is that it is the start of a cozy mystery, cozy crime type series, and it comes highly rated by Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte, following an ex-CIA agent who has to go into witness protection. And that's all I know, and that's all I want to know right now, because going into it blind, I think, is the best way to go about it. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Favourite trope again. Roll 2 was favourite trope. My favourite trope is hiding in plain sight. So this is a variation of that, and it is admittedly a stretch. But this is the Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim. This features what I'm calling the Mulan trope. Girl dresses as a boy to get riches or escape a family, because in most worlds they're very patriarchal. But because I have this in paperback, we will read the back. Tailor in Disguise, 3 legendary dresses, a competition of a lifetime. I think when this originally came out, it was advertised and marketed as Mulan meets Project Runway. But on the fringes of the Great Spice Road, Maya Tamarin dreams of becoming the greatest tailor in the land. But as a girl, the best she can hope for is to marry well. Then a royal messenger summons her ailing father to court, and Maya seizes her chance disguised as a man. She travels to the summer palace in her father's place to compete for the emperor's favour and the coveted position of an imperial tailor. And that's all I'm going to read, because that's all I need to know. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Colour wheel. Okay, so the next prompt I had for roll 3 was a colour wheel. Basically, I have a random colour generator loaded up and we are ready to go. And the answer is red. I know that's backwards, but that is red. Then we had colour wheel, and as you saw, was red. So we're going for Spellslinger by Sebastian de Castell. This comes highly recommended by Jade at JD Ray Reads, and I think de Castell is one of her favourite writers, if not her favourite author. But Magic is a con game. Kellen is moments away from facing his first Mage's Duel and the start of 4 trials that will make him a spellcaster. There's just one problem. His magic is gone. As his 16th birthday approaches, Kellen falls back on his cunning until a daring stranger challenges him to take a different path. Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Features of death. Roll 4. Features of death. We have a Anne Cleves book. We have The Long Call. I believe this is the start of a series. But this is in North Devon, where the rivers Tor and Torridge meet. Detective Matthew Venn stands outside the chapel as his father's funeral takes place. The day Matthew left the strict evangelical community in which he grew up, he lost his family too. Now he's back, not just to mourn his father at a distance, but to take charge of his first major case in the Two Rivers region. A complex place, not quite as idyllic as tourists suppose. A body has been found on the beach. A man with the tattoo of an albatross on his neck stabbed to death. Finding the killer is Ven's only focus, and the investigation will take him back into the community he left behind, and the deadly secrets that lurk there. Yes, I did buy this from the works. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Community shelf. Okay, so I also picked up community shelf. So this is my prompt jar, and I can get the lid off now. And my prompt is: read a book that you find intimidating. A perfect prompt for a readathon. Roll 5 was community shelf, and I picked out intimidating read because the cards hate me. This is only intimidating because it is massive, and Robin Hobb makes me cry, and I am not ready to feel those feels. But this is Royal Assassin, book 2 of the Farseer trilogy, book 2 of the Elderlings world overall, following Fitz. And in the first book, Fitz is a young boy. I think he's only about 5 or 6, and he is taken to the palace, the castle, by his maternal grandfather because he's had enough. And it turns out that Fitz is the bastard-born son of Prince Chivalry, who then, hearing that his son is coming to court, abdicates his throne. But the king takes a special interest in Fitz because Fitz is in a bit of an interesting situation. He is noble by blood, so people do have to listen to him, and he does have some political clout, as it were, but he is still common. He's still a commoner, so it doesn't really matter if he dies. He's not high up in the line of succession. So the king, sensing an opportunity, trains Fitz as an assassin. And the Farseer trilogy, I believe, is the start. It's definitely the start of the Elderlings world, but I believe the Farseer trilogy and the subsequent Fitz books chart Fitz's life. And there was an element in the first book where we saw an older Fitz. So, looking forward to it, but not at the same time, because the Hob books are intimidating because they are huge. Because we rolled a double. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Most recent purchase. Then the roll that shouldn't be, because I rolled a double on my first go, is most recent purchase. And if you saw the last episode of Read 9 by 1, you'll see that this isn't the book that I most recently purchased in that video. I have then since been on a mini binge, and I picked up With Fire in Their Blood by Kat Delacourt. The cover gives me Phantom of the Opera vibes, but the synopsis, which I'll read in a minute, give me Romeo and Juliet meets vampires vibes. A simmering supernatural romance set in the crumbling Italian city of Castello, where mafia clans make the rules, dark magic pulses the streets, and the sins of the past threaten to consume the present. Castello, divided by generations by a brutal clan war, has been kept under control by a mysterious party leader determined to maintain order and purity, in speech marks, whatever the cost. When Lily arrives, she's instantly drawn to rebellious Liza, brooding Nico, and sensitive Christian. But in a city where love leads to ruin, she isn't sure she can trust anyone, not even herself. Then she accidentally breaks Castello's most important rule. When they test your blood, you better not be anything more than human. Tell me you get vampire vibes from that. I still don't know if it is just me, because it's Italy, and in my brain Italy is Romeo and Juliet, but the cover just gives me Phantom of the Opera vibes too. But that's it for this video. Let me know how your Bookoplathon, hey, I said it right that time, your Bookoplathon is going in the comments down below. I'm happy to chat to you. Let me know if you would have picked what I picked, or if you have anything else. Let me know if you're doing what I do, where you bulk roll, or if you're rolling as you go. Always interested to see how other people are partaking and interpreting prompts. But as always, give this video a like if you like it, and hit that subscribe button if you want to see this, talk about these, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.